Chance to watch this video, although I did like watching this one YouTuber, obviously Fearless, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna check out this video. My boy Fe4RLess. Let's see what you're talking about.
Fortnite's history is so long now that there are some creators that people just don't remember. But I've been here since the beginning, and I'm gonna share the stories I remember. From the biggest young star disappearing to Mr. Beast's short-lived Fortnite career to what happened to Fearless. These are 10 of Fortnite's forgotten YouTubers.
All right,
and
let's do it.
We have to start with the most mysterious number 10, Uzub. Even if you're a Fortnite OG, you probably don't know his name, but you've definitely watched at least
seen these clips. Definitely seen these clips.
How Ninja really plays Fortnite, 7.2 million views. How Myth really plays Fortnite, 5.5 million views.
I remember watching these type of videos because it was like, they were like the plug videos. It was this one channel that was like crazy popping with the compilations. He was really crazy with the content, bro. Like that guy was really fucking crazy with the content, bro. But like, I used to watch all these type of videos because, I only had a PS4, but I wanted to become a YouTuber so bad. Oh man, but I used to just watch all these, content creators because Fortnite was good, man, back in the day. Fortnite was really good, man, and I really miss it. I really miss it a lot. We can't recreate what we used to have, only move forward,
Biggest Fortnite streamers' best moments and edited them with funny videos and hilarious edits, and they did extremely well. And then when the streamer reacted to their video, he would then upload their reaction, and that video would even do better than the original. 11 million views on Ninja's reaction video. And he even went to Ninja's Fortnite event in Vegas and got to meet all of the biggest streamers that he was making videos on. Every video he did would get over 1 million views, and if he kept diversifying his content and putting some of his personality into it, he could have been one of the biggest creators on the platform. But then in late 2018, he just quit. His description says
that is like the same pattern with every Fortnite creator. Instead of diversifying, like Fe4RLess said, it's like they just completely throw away their freaking career, man. Like they just throw it all away, man. They just say, yo, screw this. We're gonna either try a new channel or just leave. And that kind of almost make me a little irritated because it's like, for somebody that don't quote give views on their channel, it's like, I guess I might not see it the way they see it, but it's like, if you got a fan base, if you got an audience, it's like, how do you up and just leave them? How do you up and just leave your audience, right? So we'll speak on more on that.
We'll
speak more on that a little later.
And that Fortnite had changed in ways that he didn't like, and the streamers who play it don't even seem to like it anymore. And I guess that's fair. He said Fortnite wasn't the same and decided to leave.
And mind you, I do understand, but at the same time, you don't have to play that game. Even if you fall off a little bit, you don't have to play that said game. You could do something else. But you still have an audience waiting for you to upload or let them know how you're doing or something like that.
Leave and focus on university. He even got a scholarship from Dr. Lupo, and he left gaming content. But that wouldn't be the case for number 14, one of the most infamous stream snipers in Fortnite history, who ended up becoming one of the best esports players in a completely different game.
Dang.
Jojo Pyun. It all started when Tfue was slaying out in a match as usual, and then he ran into a purple skull trooper for the final player. And this player wanted to 1v1 Tfue, who ended up accepting. But what Tfue didn't know is it was Jojo Pyun. And he was actually pretty cracked and ended up having a close build fight versus Tfue and even one-pumped him. This was back when streamers were the best players in the game, and it was very rare to see Tfue lose, and he was legitimately impressed. So impressed that he ended up inviting him to 1v1 more in creative, and Tfue ended up talking to him on stream.
Yo, what up, dude?
Bro, you're a f***ing god.
Bro, why are you stream sniping, dude? What the heck, man?
Yo, you wanna play duos, dog?
Nah, I'm just gonna go play solos, dude.
As you can see, these interactions were a little bit cringe, but they ended up going viral, and he had a few different placements in tournaments here and there and went up against a few other streamers, but he ended up just quitting Fortnite altogether to pursue League of Legends. And it looks like that's where Jojo found his true calling, because he quickly got rank 1 NA at just 16 years old, which is insane, and then he ended up being signed to be a pro player for EG. But he's not just any pro player. He's actually one of the best. He's a star mid laner for EG, and he even helped them win the 2022 LCS Spring Championship, which officially makes him the only stream sniper to actually do something with his life. Nah, but seriously, that's really impressive. Unlike the next person on this list, who also happens to be a stream sniper, number 8, Oh My Pulse.
I don't know
So
this
Oh My
one.
Pulse was a old Fortnite YouTuber
I do not know
who
this
went
one.
viral after he got matched up against Ninja. He ended up killing him, which prompted Ninja to lose it and started swearing at him, calling him a stream sniper.
God, why? What, dude, that little piece of shit, they fucking rushed me because they knew who I was.
But the comments on his videos were actually extremely supportive. You see, back then it was really cool to hate on Ninja because he was the most popular thing on the internet. So people
Right.
naturally sided with Pulse and just said that he was a really good player. But then things started to get weird. We don't know if he was actually stream sniping, and maybe he was. And this time he donated to Ninja to watch his videos, and then donated again and again. Every video was about him stream sniping Ninja or Ninja talking about him. And then an idea struck him. He could just make content about him running into other streamers, you know, by sheer chance. And that ended up becoming his main source of content. I mean, this guy might have single-handedly pushed stream sniping for content more than any other person in the Fortnite scene. And he would keep milking this until early chapter 2, when people just kind of stopped caring and the views started to go down, and he ended up quitting and stopped uploading in chapter 2 season 5. So I guess his career didn't end up making it, unlike the next forgotten Fortnite player on this list. Number 7, Mr. Beast. He played in the Friday Fortnite tournaments, which was the biggest deal back in OG Fortnite, and he would even team up with Chica. And listen, he wasn't that bad at Fortnite. I mean, he wasn't the best player, but considering it was OG Fortnite, he kind of held his own, and building wasn't that crazy back then, so they ended up winning a few rounds here and there. And even back then, he was dropping insane donations to a bunch of Fortnite streamers, including Space Lion. He was a small Fortnite streamer, and Mr. Beast ended up doing a video where he gave him a $30,000 donation, which went absolutely viral.
All right, here we go, boys. We just did a $10,000 one.
Are you kidding me? Why am I crying? I should be happy, dude.
He ended up getting a jump start in
That was
viewership because of this and propelled his streaming career.
Dude, he has like 3,000
he has so many
viewers.
moments, but what
he
are
had
these?
like 200 when I started. What the?
And what helped is that he was a very nice guy and was extremely cracked
What
at
does he
Fortnite
do
at the
now?
time.
Does he still
ended up
stream?
even joining
Space
FaZe's
Lion?
Fortnite team, but
Okay.
eventually, like a lot of other people on this list, he got bored of Fortnite and stepped away from content creation entirely. Which makes a lot of sense. Unlike the next YouTuber I'm going to talk about, number 6, Bobby Bojangles.
I don't know this
And
one.
guys, if you remember that name, then you know you're a super OG player. I mean, this guy played
gotta
way
see.
back in the day, and he was actually the first iconic player to be known for the Skull Trooper, even before Myth. He was one of the first players to really understand building and editing extremely well, and he would drop some super high kill games on his channel. That accompanied with his funny commentary style, which quickly grew him over 250,000 subscribers. At the time, he was legitimately known as one of the best players in the world. And was in the conversation when people talked about the best Fortnite players at that time. Even getting remembered years later by former Fortnite pro Zate when he tweeted out, "Where the F is Bobby Bojangles?" He had a great personality, incredible skill, and his videos performed well. But then he stopped and eventually deleted all of his Fortnite content. Well, he actually switched to chess. Yes, he's been streaming chess and uploading short form chess content and actually crushing it. He's now at over 600,000 subscribers, and more people know him now from chess than they did back in Fortnite. But what about the next entry on this list, which isn't an individual person, but instead an entire group? Number 5, 1%.
Oh my
Kiwi,
god.
Random, Formula, and Nyx, who had originally grown as Call of Duty content creators and even moved into the same team house. And then when Fortnite came out, they went all in on it, and their channels blew up on Fortnite. But it wasn't until the lockdown in 2020, when Chapter 2 Season 2 hit, that things really took off for them. They were all crushing it with challenge videos, random duos, hosting tournament, 100-player customs, and they were easily the biggest Fortnite YouTubers mentioned
I ain't gonna
so
lie.
far.
This was like probably one of my prime times when I was playing Fortnite. When I was in my prime during this time when the lockdown was happening. I was deeply in my prime, like streaming Fortnite. Like everybody, like I was on top of the world. Like during that year, 2020. So far, I wouldn't even say I was in my prime, but I was like get out there, then life start happening, and you feel me? Excuses, you know. I'm not even going to speak on that, but 2020 was like where I could have like taken off, and then things happened, and then yeah.
4 dudes living in the same house, making awesome content, doing extremely well. What was the obvious next step for them? They decided it would make perfect sense for all 4 of them to join forces and start their own esport team, 1%. And when they launched 1%, it was a huge deal. They were dropping massive videos, signing pro players and YouTubers, and things were going extremely well for them until it started not to. The initial spike from viewership from the lockdown started to slow down, and at the same time, some of the founders of 1% started to get a little bit.
And I think a lot of that's because like as soon as the doors open up, everybody's like, okay, now I don't have to be a fat ass. I be on my phone all day. I don't have to just sit around all day, just, you know, because, you know, despite everybody was popping through the fucking lockdown, bro, when the doors opened back up, a lot of people quickly disappeared and fell off as quick as they, you know, came on. And I feel bad for those people, you feel me? I feel really bad for those people.
Burnt out on Fortnite. Being 19 and making Fortnite content with 4 of your friends sounds like the dream, but maybe you want to pursue other things or you have other priorities. And for those reasons, the house ended up splitting up and they started to make even less content. And I don't even want to get into some of the serious allegations around one of the founders, and eventually they ended up disbanding and getting acquired by Ghosts. And at that point, Random and Nyx pretty much stopped uploading. Credit to Formula for still continuing his upload grind, but that was officially the end of 1%. But this next one is pretty interesting. Number 4, Skeptic. He was an unbelievably talented Fortnite player at just the age of 13.
I remember
And in
Skeptic.
2018, he had finally had his chance to blow up. At that point, he was already streaming and uploading extremely consistently, but then he got into a match against the best player in the world, Tfue. And in the mid game,
Can we talk about like the time Tfue like just became like sensational after he like joined FaZe Clan? Like I remember I was keeping up to all his like videos and stuff, and Mr. Beast was going to his house, donating to him, and just all the good vibes, you know, in the beginning of everything. So I was in the beginning of everything. Everything starts off good until it doesn't go good, you know. Man, that was a time, wasn't it?
game they actually got into a fight. Tfue and Skeptic had a long build battle until he actually got to a spot where Tfue couldn't see him, and he ended up dropping down and one-pumping him. And just like that, a star was born. 13-year-old Fortnite pro kills Tfue. All of a sudden, everyone was talking about this. He blew up on YouTube and socials and even got signed to Misfits. And the thing is, he was actually really, really good. He was genuinely a gifted Fortnite pro, and he would eventually qualify for the World Cup duos with Clix, who was also a big deal at the time. So their duo was one of the most popular duos going into the tournament. And all eyes were on them. In the World Cup finals, there's now a legendary clip of Clix and Skeptic fighting a team from EU. They were in a long fight in Tilted, but the team eventually dies to a third party. When that happens, Skeptic wanted to taunt the team who just died trying to kill them, so he flashes up the L on camera, literally taking the L on them in real life.
Did he just take the L in real life?
But what follows was instant karma. They got pushed by another team from EU, Mongrel and Metro, and they instantly died facing off against 2 of the best players from EU. From then on, his content got a bit tougher. Fortnite slowed down during Season X and Chapter 2, and Skeptic would slowly post less and less and take a lot more breaks. It's hard to stay consistent with your content, especially when numbers are down, and he wasn't the super cracked 13-year-old anymore. He'd eventually take a 6 months break, come back for a small while, and now he's been inactive for 3 months. But at least Skeptic made it to Chapter 3, unlike the next person on this list. Number 3, Beaks. OG players will still remember him because he was the first true king of building. Around Season 6, Chapter 1, players were seriously looking to learn how to build. You started getting a lot more sweaty players as people started practicing creative. So people
You know. I know this is a big off topic here, but why do people like collab with this guy, like Nick A30? I don't hate this guy, but obviously to me it's like a little cringy that people try to work with him, knowing that you curse. He doesn't like cursing on his stream, and then you slip out of curse, and then you know you're gonna act the fool. Like Jesus, I know one thing about me. If I ever like blow up off of any type of anything, I can't work with somebody like that because it's like I don't want to jeopardize his stream out of respect, but also I don't have time for crap baby activities like that. Like I'm good.
had to try to learn to keep up, and that's when Beak's videos blew up. His early content was all around the ramp rush. It was this super advanced for the time technique where you just ramp towards somebody but be protected the entire time. He would teach us to new players with a ton of variations like the Y ramp, the Dorito ramp rush, the 6-layer rush. It sounds really stupid now in the age of box fighting and build fighting, but this was really a big deal back in the day, and he was killing it. He got to over 500,000 subscribers, but unfortunately, like a lot of other YouTubers, after Fortnite Season X, he lost a lot of interest in the game. And he said that during his content grind, he ended up losing 35 pounds of muscle. So he decided he wanted to slow down, focus on school, and trade the Dorito ramp rush for a real-life Dorito physique. Now, I don't know where he's at now, but I respect the decision, and I hope he's killing it.
Right.
But one YouTuber we do know the whereabouts of is number 2, Nice. Because he always seems to be in some controversy. He was a League of Legends streamer before Fortnite and built a following for the game for his knowledge and no-nonsense attitude considering his military background. And when Fortnite came out, he took the chance and tried to become a Fortnite pro. And even though he was an older gamer, he was actually pretty good and would make educational Fortnite content and explain his mindset. And he ended up even qualifying for the Winter Royale in 2018. But that's when the drama started. As you know, this was the tournament where the mythic Infinity Blade was causing havoc. Sam famously used this and destroyed everyone in the tournament, but the real OG players out there who watched the tournament remember Sam wasn't the only one abusing the Infinity Blade.
Nice with 8, that one big Infinity Blade game from him.
Nice was also going for the sword, and he had a few games where he destroyed players live on the broadcast using the blade. And guess who was watching? Ninja. Now, Ninja and Nice actually have some history. Apparently, they've been gaming together for a while, and he was even invited to Jess and Ninja's wedding. And they had duoed together in OG Fortnite, so you could assume that they were close. But when Ninja was watching the game and seeing Nice pop off, he didn't really say anything. So Nice saw that, and he thought it was a little bit strange that Ninja wouldn't even acknowledge him.
I think at the end of the day, bro, when you're in the industry of any sorts, especially when you're the biggest person in the world, you praising somebody for something like this, you know it's gonna require some backlash from your community. He knows that. That's the reason why he didn't say nothing. He knows he'll get fucking violated by his own community because one, it was already easy to hate on Ninja. They'll tell me that you're supporting this. Okay, yeah, of course they're gonna fucking. He's not gonna say nothing, you know.
And he went to Twitter saying that he knows my channel is near death after switching from League, and now he got famous and he can't even be happy for me. It felt a little weird for sure, calling out Ninja for just chilling and not acknowledging you. So Jess came in and slammed Nice with a harsh reply, reminding him that they're not actually close friends and apparently they had a falling out.
Okay.
Nice would actually end up switching back to League of Legends, and he's doing really well for himself now, so I'm glad things worked out. But that was definitely a weird encounter with him and Ninja.
Right.
And now for a YouTuber that we will never forget, number 1, Fearless. He was easily one of the most beloved Fortnite creators in Fortnite
Before I say anything, I want to see what he says to that. I'm gonna give my take.
history.
Let's see
But
what he said.
unfortunately, his disappearance also makes him one of the most mysterious. We've all seen the videos of what happened to Fearless, and if you're expecting some sort of update, unfortunately, I don't have one. All I can tell you is I was genuinely a huge fan of his content, and watching his videos and C-Day's videos really brings back an era of Fortnite that we will never forget. Back with real defaults, memes, and genuine fun. Now, I love the current Fortnite. I really do. And things change. I understand that. But there will always be a special place in my heart for the early days and the content that Fearless made. He's just not as interested and gracefully departed from this game. He's only made one Fortnite video since Season X, and I think it's safe to say that he's probably not coming back. Well, I do hope it's not the case. Fearless, if
I'm gonna let him finish.
you're out there and you're watching this, I hope you know that we really miss you and the community sincerely appreciates all the stuff you've done for Fortnite. Thank you guys for watching.
Now, I'm gonna give my quick thoughts on this. You know, he said it really well. And you know, obviously you gotta respect, you know, all creators' decision. But to a certain degree, I'm at a certain point in my life where it's like when you start to see the industry for what it is, you gotta be happy for some people, and then you gotta be a little confused with some people, right? Because like, if I'm going to leave my community behind, why not give them a last goodbye? You know what I mean? Or give them something to remember you for. Because I mean, they all remember him. Obviously, they all remember him. I mean, I'll say that. They all remember. They're all going to remember him for life. I mean, I still remember a dude. You feel me? We still talk about him. But damn it, dog. Like, are you okay with leaving your, like, and I'm not just talking about him. I'm not just talking about this guy. Like, but damn it, to all the creators. I'm talking about every creator. Whether you do Fortnite, every other type of video, bro. Are you okay with just blowing up, making a few videos here and there, and then just disappear from your fan base just like that? Because on a real note, right? I don't want to say this is what made most people's career or lifestyle or whatever, but to a certain degree, these people that watches you put money in your pocket. These people love you in some certain degree. So to me, I feel like the only thing that I feel most of these creators, included Fearless, most of these creators owe to their fan base is a goodbye. At least a goodbye. You feel me? And best believe if Fearless drops another video, I'm still reacting to it. Cause it's all love, you see. See, one thing about me, I'm never gonna lie and say I was never a fucking crazy fan. I was. There's clips of me out there. There's clips. I had a whole video dedicated to bro. I reacted to his video. But you know, sometimes it hits me every time I think about it. But I wish I almost never met him in a sense. You know what I mean? I wish I was still like back in the days where it was just, nah, he fucking uploaded. He fucking uploaded. See that? Oh my God, he uploaded. Oh my God, all these YouTubers, they uploaded. I wish I was still in that mind where like, I'm never gonna meet these guys. But now that I met some of these guys and met some of these people, it wasn't what I thought. It wasn't what I thought it was. And it hurts a little bit. But that's what happens. And now I take it serious that when people say don't meet your idols, quote. And you guys are gonna be like, oh, you're so cringe, bro. He's a fucking Fortnite YouTuber. No. When I was in high school and I was editing on my phone, I was making videos, I was making reactions, this, that, and third, bro. I got inspired. See, they Fearless? A little bit of North North. I'll admit it, Jezri. I know you're gonna see this. But I was inspired a little bit. I was inspired. I started making content because of them, like Fortnite content. I started making content, but I started making Fortnite content. I started believing in my skill of editing because of these guys. So I give them the most praise in the world right now. I give them all the praise. See, they Fearless. And then all of a sudden, you just up and leave. The only reason why I feel the only reason why I'm being so harsh, when I'm saying stuff like this is because you guys were probably the only most original content around the platform during the time. Maybe it's because you guys want to try something new, or maybe he's working on a new channel that we all don't even know about. Who knows?
Enjoy this.
But it's just the fact that your community, your fan base, but it's your community, your fan base, the people that actually care for you. Shoot, I care for some of these creators. I cared about some of these guys' mental health. I'm just hoping that they're still doing all right. I hope he's doing all right. I hope Fearless is doing all right. I hope Cypher BK, you're doing all right. And you gotta appreciate the people that still make content, even if they content fall off. Some of these guys blow up and they just leave their community. But some of the people that make content now, even though they're not as big as they used to be, I highly respect them because that shows how much you really love doing YouTube. But I get it. Some people are just not built for it. But I'm gonna start rambling. If you guys like this video, subscribe, hit the post notification, and I'll see you guys in the next video.